YouTube! What the fuck happened to my chat? Hold on. We got a couple more things to do right quick because Brain did not remember that I have to change the chat every single time. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fix my chat. Let me fix my chat. There we are. Let me do that right quick. Let me make sure I can see you guys. Okay. There we go. We fixed that. Alright. And I'm going to make that much bigger. Whoa! Whoa! That doesn't mean mess with me. Whoa. Ah, shit. Okay. Hold on, chat. Trying to be able to see you. Okay. That's about as good as we're gonna get right now. Alright. Chat. This should be the final portion of the Mr. Beast video. I can't promise that. However, if we do finish it today, we're playing the open beta for Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay? Sound good? We down? Alright. Where did we leave off? I believe... Yeah, we left off with Jake Weddle losing his fucking mind. Yeah, I think that's where we left off. So, Streamlabs, screen capture, boop. There we are. Alright, so this is another Lyrix video. Lyrix is a very reliable source. He's part of the commentary community. He makes sure there's fairness in all portions. So we're going to go ahead and start with this one.
One of my problems that's
For the consistent Mr. Beast videos, I kind of been playing catch up because I've been gone, but this should be the last one for a while until the next further thing happens.
Okay.
But a few days ago, Dogpack404 released his third video on Mr. Beast, and there was a lot wrong with it. The last two videos have been really rough. You know, the Jake Weddle one got saved by the bell at the end with the whole a registered sex offender case, because if that wasn't at the last 5 minutes, if that wasn't released, Jesus, that video would have been a complete fucking mess, because that Jake Weddle guy is his own big story. I've already talked about him long enough in other videos. But this most recent one has probably been his most inconsistent yet. To start off with the positives though, I do think the section on Lakoya Hill, the producer for Mr. Beast, on how he was allegedly fired for sexual assault, and there were 6 testimonies brought up back in this who were all ex-employees or still current employees of Mr. Beast. I think that's the most legitimate thing here and something I would definitely want to see a response for, because especially apparently...
Yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be investigated further, because it does seem pretty legitimate, but Dogpack kind of flubbed it because he wasn't taking the other testimonies where other things happened. You know, he was only taking the one where they, essayed an assistant. He wasn't talking about, he didn't care enough about the ones mentioning that he roofied people and that he assaulted people. And however, he still put them in his video. So what does that mean? I don't understand.
Mr. Beast moved him around to Creator Global, another thing that Mr. Beast is involved in. So I think that section is the best by far, but the one thing I have a problem with is that I don't think Dogpack 404, for the reasons I'm going to be explaining, should not be the one handling this. He, needs to, at this point, he needs to pass this on to some other kind of journalist or someone more responsible to cover the story, because he's making crucial mistakes. And unfortunately, when you make crucial mistakes with a story, it hurts your credibility. And when your credibility is hurt, I then start to wonder, are these 6 testimony proofs even legitimate at all?
That is a good point. Are they legitimate? That's why I said it needs to be investigated further. You know?
Because he's the middleman. Dogpack is the middleman who's supposed to be the one vetting the information. And if I can't trust the middleman or the person vetting the information, then that also destroys the testimonies. So I'm not really relying on Dogpack 404 to be a reliable narrator. So therefore, by proxy, these 6 testimony proofs are also called into a little bit more of a question, because it's not the initial person coming out. It's not their credibility. It's now Dogpack's, because he's the one relaying this. Because we're all just relying on him to correctly vet the information, but we're relying on someone who isn't reliable. And to clarify, that doesn't take away from the things that Dogpack 404 has proved with factual evidence. It's just saying when he wants people to trust his word or rely on the things he's saying, even though they're not 100% proven, I can't really do that. But why do I say this? Well, it was because of his coverage on James Warren, the secret CEO of Mr. Beast, who as well seems to be Mr. Beast's cousin. This is what he had to say about him in his 3rd video.
Okay, today I'm going to be covering Mr. Beast's secret CEO, James Warren. I heard that he's very aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his
I don't know if you just saw the LinkedIn. Those 2 people do not look like the same person. Look. You see this dude? Black hair. Edged up. Very, very pale. You know. Big ears, whatnot. You could tell who this is. This dude, dirty blonde hair with some salt and pepper streaks. Lots of wrinkles, kind of built like a redneck. Do these look like the same fucking people to you? Let me just ask you that, chat. Do these 2 people look the same to you? No. They do not.
Aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his girlfriends. There's allegedly domestic violence charges that were filed against him. And I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess. So I'm still having people look into these cases.
You should have waited for the Freedom of Information Act requests so you could have gotten the proper info before making this video. But you don't care about that. All you care about is clout, even if it gets the wrong people in trouble.
Specifically, that surprise witness on YouTube, she's been super helpful in behind the scenes, just submitting freedom of information requests and
First, are we just platforming accusations that people are psychopaths? If we seem to get a little bit off into the weeds a little bit here. But then more importantly, domestic violence accusations are a huge deal. But unfortunately, couldn't really figure it out because there's a lot of people named James Warren who are also in the state of North Carolina who beat their girlfriend. So then why are you putting it in the video? Why are you submitting a 50% done essay? Why don't you just finish your investigation, especially when it comes to something as serious as domestic violence accusations? Finish your investigation, see what you can figure out, and then platform the accusations. This seems insane. Because, dude, you're saying outwardly shit that you can confirm whether or not it's true or false, but now you're just putting it out into the ether, even though you know at the end of your investigation, you will find out the answer or not. And this is your PI, your private investigator, that surprise witness TV, this woman?
Larynx, all aboard? Mr. Logic King of YouTube.
What a complete mess of the first few minutes of your video. And then it gets worse where he goes on an interview with Oompaville and then says this.
How do you know the Greenstone Ventures James Warren was the proper James Warren?
I might have misinterpreted the reasoning on why it's hard because it's so many James Warrens. It's more so that, well, yes, if you look up the public court filings for James Warren, there's going to be a lot of results. We found the exact James Warren, and I had people run a background check on him.
No, you didn't. You're lying to Oompaville. You are lying to Oompaville.
It's just that the There's 6 court cases, which could be traffic violations, could be DV related, but it doesn't say on the, I guess, the public registry what it is. So you have to submit a Freedom of Information request, which then takes like 2 weeks. So that's the real reason.
So first, if that was the real reason, I don't know why you gave a different one in your video, but regardless, the more important issue...
Because he's a pathological liar. I'm not even trying to hate on Dogpack. He could have really done some good with this. But he decided to fuck it up. You know? So, I don't know. I don't know. It just fucking pisses me off. Pisses me off really bad. But, yeah.
Is that then you had to send a Freedom of Information request that would take up to 2 weeks to get the information back so you could see specifically what this guy was charged for in these 6 charges. So you could have figured out 100% the answer on whether or not these charges were traffic violations or domestic violence, and you would have had your answer. Why the fuck did you not just wait 2 weeks? I don't even understand this. Are you this much in a rush and hurry to get out as many different nukes and bombshells and different stories as fast as possible that you risk fucking up the story entirely and making yourself completely look uncredible? Because if the Freedom of Information request comes back to you and you see that all these 6 charges weren't domestic violence, you just platformed complete bullshit, even though you knew you could confirm it on whether or not it's true or not. And that's at worst. At best, it turns out that one of these 6 charges was domestic violence and he has beat his girlfriend before. Well, cool that you were right in retrospect, but you still took a shot in the dark when it wasn't necessary and risked this whole story.
I mean, some people don't like me saving things for later videos, but I don't really have a choice.
You always have a choice when it comes to journalism. You can either save it for later and make sure your info is 100% correct, or you can fuck it up and pull a mamamax. You dumb bitch.
As far as like getting information out when I can.
Dude, why didn't you just save this one then? Why was this one not saved? But moving on, he then alleges that James was involved in a Ponzi scheme as well as a fraud by reading out some girl's testimony, but definitively, we can't confirm any of this information. It's just accusations, and he even says as much.
Now, can I claim definitively that James Warren was aware of the fraud that was taking place and willingly complicit in helping Mr. Hutchins defraud old ladies? No. But from what I've heard of James Warren's character, how he's hit ex-girlfriends, not let them leave the house, beat his dog.
Oh yeah, you're probably wondering, him saying beat his dog about James Warren, that never just gets mentioned again. It never gets expanded on. He's just like bringing up random like rumors and water cooler talk that people feed him in his DMs. He's just saying openly bullshit, just like slinging onto his platform without like confirming anything.
Exactly.
Like, beating your dog is a pretty big fucking accusation, you know, animal cruelty, animal abuse, and he's just slinging these from the hip, like shooting them.
I'll give you an exclusive. Somebody texted me saying that the head of security is Jimmy's stepdad and he likes to pull knives on people as a joke.
That's crazy.
The last part of this video is the weirdest because this is the least amount of substance. I don't even know why this has been mentioned. Like, dude, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel of accusation. Like, the real accusations must just all be done at this point if we're talking about this. He brings up Jimmy's ex-girlfriend and a vague post she made on her Instagram story that didn't speak in specifics. It really didn't tell us any information. It just basically like outlined Jimmy is a bad person and treated me bad in our relationship, but doesn't go into the specifics of anything. For some reason, Dogpack included this and spoke to its credibility.
So Maddie Spadell, who's Mr. Beast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague, I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters. But also it's like not that vague if you have reading comprehension and can read
No, it's pretty vague.
Context clues. She says she spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in her life. 19 to 21 are formative years. It impacted how she saw herself and how she trusted men. Months of therapy. She says how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she
Bravo, dude. This is fucking cinema. Dude, this
Oh
is
my
Dogpack's
God.
best video yet. Dude, you know, when Mr. Beast hired the registered sex offender, I was a little bit on the edge. Like, you know, maybe we could get him out of this situation. Hopefully me as the paid opposition, we could defend him here. But the misogyny allegations, 8-year-old clips of him saying that, dude, women are inferior to men in a joking way. This is where I fucking draw the line, people. First and foremost, we got a 2-second, debatably even 1-second clip chimp of Jimmy saying, "I don't get along with women." In the middle of a sentence, he gets cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's like the live stream clip we saw in part 3. I believe it was either 2 or 3, where it was like from 8 years ago during his world record thing, where, you know, there's a lot of racism and stuff. I mean, it's very nuanced. Yes, it wasn't good behavior, but then we don't know how he is off the camera, really, as viewers.
Brilliant clip right there. Excellent stuff. And then a several-year-old joke that Jimmy has made multiple other jokes along those lines back when YouTube was more edgier, because that's the way the culture was. But dude, the Jake Weddle torture allegations, the registered sex offender allegations, they weren't enough. We also got to add on top of the misogyny stuff. We got to create this Mr. Beast allegation pile as big as possible. Just add everything on.
She and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly. She had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
My God. Mr. Beast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. That's a pretty clear statement, if you ask me.
No, it's not. It's very vague. What are we protecting from? What did he do? And what is, like, you need to be concise and to the point.
Last 2-minute stretch of this video tells you everything you need to know about Dogpack. Now granted, I think it's disappointing, dude. You know, because a lot of the things that Dogpack looked up and found was legitimate, correct information. And I also want to give the benefit that this guy's these are his first YouTube videos that he's ever made. So I want to give the first videos I ever made, complete dog shit. I understand.
Same here. The first streams I ever did were complete dog shit.
But that doesn't mean it's not worth calling out, and Dogpack is unhinged here. And Dogpack is supposed to be the one, more credible source. He's supposed to be the most credible person in this Mr. Beast story. Clipping him out of context like this to build a narrative that he's a misogynist is egregious. But for the last part of this video, I want to go over some things that I found out about Dogpack via the Who is Dogpack video from Cope and Seethe. Amazing name, by the way, but they had good information where they were able to find the cease and desist that Mr. Beast sent to Dogpack, giving a lot of further context on his involvement in the company. So for example, Dogpack this whole time has been claiming that he was employed for about 3 months on a 90-day contract trial or whatever, but it turns out he was only there for 3 weeks before he got fired and let go after begging for his job. In your videos and posts, you have levied false and defamatory allegations against Mr. Beast and Jimmy Donaldson. You have no understanding of the inner workings of Mr. Beast, given that you've only spent 3 weeks at the company on a trial basis before you were fired for conduct even you characterized as inappropriate. You did not make it to the end of your 90-day trial period without repeatedly ignoring your supervisor and then attempting to secretly spend company resources on something you described as a toy. During your brief period at Mr. Beast, you sought to attribute your inappropriate conduct to programming from being raised with access to an iPad and bad mental health. But there is no excuse for acknowledging the terms of your agreement while simultaneously going out of your way to violate them. On your last day at Mr. Beast in April, the day you were fired, you pleaded for your job back, insisting Mr. Beast was a place you wanted to work. You asked for a second chance for your trial period, and you asked to later reapply to the company. You even sought advice on how to be successful if you were to apply to work for Mr. Beast again in the future. Unlike the narratives you spun to cast yourself as the victim, when being terminated for conduct that at a minimum demonstrates a lack of judgment, your communicated desire to be a part of Mr. Beast remained unchanged over the course.
Bro fucking was being two-faced as fuck.
of that nearly hour-long meeting. So Dogpack was sent this, and he responded with this meme on Twitter, if you remember, but never addressed any of these points publicly. So if these aren't true, I don't know why he didn't just debunk them and use them as a point to go at MrBeast in one of his future videos. But if they are true, it shows that he wasn't honest about his involvement at the MrBeast company, saying that he was there for months when in actuality, he got fired after 3 weeks because he was displaying inappropriate behavior. And then when the day came when he was being fired, it sounds like he pleaded to get it back, and he was very, I don't know, distraught about getting fired from the company, which does go to like show some kind of like disgruntled employee motivations or intentions here.
How do you think your intention has evolved from the first video to the third video? Do you think you have the same intention?
Yeah. I mean, maybe now it's like even less about disgruntledness and just like...
Now that could be a joke. I don't know for sure. It does look a little bit weird. And just to preface even more, just because his intentions aren't in the right place doesn't now mean that you can't have a good point against MrBeast, for example. You know, somebody coming in with the worst intentions could still raise good points. So it doesn't discredit everything they're saying. It just goes to show where they're coming from.
Yeah, no. This is why I don't trust Dogpack, like, whatsoever.
With their intentions and motivations, which could go to explain why he feels the need to add on to this huge pile of accusations against MrBeast. But in my opinion, even more importantly, when people found his Reddit account, they saw that he was saying a lot of the same critiques that he brought up in his video exposing MrBeast, even before he applied for a job from them. Here he is bringing up points on how MrBeast's videos are fake, making accusations about the Team C's situation, even his lotteries being illegal. And despite all of this, he still very much wanted a job and to work there, and spoke to how good the work environment was at MrBeast. So I don't know, that could go to show that he was fine and turned a blind eye to it when he got a job at MrBeast, but then the instant he got fired, then he felt disgruntled and thought, okay, you know what, fuck these guys. I'm not gonna have a future opportunity with them. Why don't I capitalize off of just fucking them over for these reasons now? Making an exposed video and going forward with that tactic. Or just being charitable to all sides. It could be possible that maybe he wanted to join the company to help them out, to make sure that MrBeast would no longer do illegal lotteries, or he no longer would do the Team C's like unethical practices or whatever.
Fair enough.
Personally, do you think Jimmy is a misogynistic person?
I mean, it's hard to say firsthand because I didn't really interact with him much. I definitely feel like I witnessed misogyny at the company. By the technical definition, I guess, of misogyny is like, I think it's like treating men different than women or prejudice against women or whatever. And I feel like to some degree, yes. And I feel like he's sort of admitted that on podcasts, that he's like not as comfortable around women. How much of that is just like sort of innocent awkwardness, I guess, or how much is like based on like hate?
So yeah, I'm hoping I can ask him about that. I did shoot him a DM because...
Yeah, no, I don't understand why he just keeps running his mouth. Like, if you're gonna be a journalist, be an actual fucking journalist. I'm not a journalist by any means. I'm merely a reaction channel. But holy shit, dude.
In a live stream, the first conversation I had with him, he said that after like part 3 comes out or his next video or whatever, he said he would be down to have a conversation. So I sent him a DM. I have a lot of things to ask him about, a lot of critiques. Hopefully we could set up that conversation and talk it through. Hasn't responded to me yet. I don't know if I'm going to be getting that redeem ticket, like redeemed, for that interview now that he's meeting a lot more scrutiny, but we'll see. But overall, this is the last MrBeast video I think I want to do for a while until the next big thing happens, because got to cover all topics, got to round out the channel a little bit more, and we're getting the stocks to the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe for daily.
Thank you, Lyrics. Thank you for calling out Dogpack in his most recent video. Alright, so it's janky. This is talking about the MrBeast crew. I don't know this person. I'm hoping they give us some good information, but if not, we're gonna definitely skip it. Because I'm trying to get, like, concise evidence.
7 out of 10.
He's nice off camera. I assume you guys just always wanted to talk about P Green. I'll be real with you. I ain't answering that on stream.
The Mr. Beast crew is falling apart faster than we ever imagined. So if you guys don't already know, the OG Mr. Beast crew has been leaving for the past few years without any specific explanations. Most people think that the reason they're leaving is due to maybe starting their own personal businesses like Jake the Viking, or getting exposed like Ava Chris Tyson, because there's no way that Mr. Beast could wrong them to the point to where they would want to leave the channel. Right? He's given millions of dollars to people in need, fed the homeless, and even planted millions and millions of trees. How could Mr. Beast possibly be the bad guy? Well, suspicions would actually start after Jake the Viking left a few years prior. However, at first, he seemed to have left on very good terms.
And then all the shit went downhill from there.
And it came down to my piece no longer fit the puzzle. If that's the best way to put it. I had shown up, you know, I had done everything I was asked to do. I did it to the best of my ability. I helped the channel grow. When I joined, it was at 4 million. And when I left, I think we had just passed 30 million. But it was a mutual leaving.
At first, this wouldn't really be a red flag to anybody, as he talked very highly about Mr. Beast and the rest of the crew. However, the part where he said that his piece no longer fit the puzzle should have been a cause for concern, as nowadays as more information came out from more people, that little string of words might have been him telling us that after they didn't need him anymore, they were simply putting him off to the side. Only a couple months ago from when this video was released, Jake would appear on a podcast called The Raw Room, where he actually talked about what went down when he left Mr. Beast.
Everyone just kept giving me the runaround. Like, hey, why am I not this or why am I not this? They'd be like, oh, we're doing a new strategy or we're doing this, doing that. No one would ever give me like a straightforward answer. But I was still getting paid. And then finally, April, they hired an HR lady who wanted to meet everybody. So, of course, I go and meet her. And then one of the guys that was working there, who was like one of the higher ups, was like, hey, you should just tell her everything. So I told her a bunch of the issues that I had with the company, some of the wrongs that had been done. And then I get a call from her. She goes, hey, we're ready for your follow-up. I was like, is it good or bad? She goes, it's a follow-up. I was like, all right, cool.
It's a follow-up.
So I walk in. This is now April. So it's been 4 months since I've been asked to be in a video. I walk in, it's her and Daryl Reeves, who owns Vid Summit. And they straight up hit me with it's one of those, your piece doesn't fit the puzzle. And it's brand protection because you did a brand deal with a CBD company. I messaged Daryl and I was like, well, is it cool if I make a video kind of like explaining what all happened in a way so I can just tell people to go to that? He goes, yeah, you'll just have to send it to me for approval. I was like, all right, cool. So the video that you see on Why I Left Mr. Beast had to get approved by Daryl.
The video that he posted on why he left Mr. Beast had to get approved by one of the higher-ups at Mr. Beast, which is something that's honestly very concerning, considering all the things that recently got exposed about the company. Were they scared that Jake the Viking was going to make a video basically going over everything bad about the company, everything that they do that's unethical behind the scenes that nobody really knows about? I guess it's really hard to tell because maybe he legitimately can't talk about it legally. However, it still does make sense that even if they weren't hiding anything, the video would still need to get checked. Because Jake the Viking could just make up lies about the Mr. Beast company which aren't
Dogpack 404, Jake Weddle.
True. However, I don't see why he would. Also, even though Ava Tyson was fired from the crew, and like I said, Jake the Viking had also left a while ago, he still would give his opinions on the entire Ava Tyson situation, which I thought I'd include into this video, since they had obviously
But yet, your brother-in-law is a registered sex offender.
worked together a lot in the past.
My personal opinion, think it's weird, but whatever. I never expected it to happen. When I was there, he was always the, what's what I'm looking for? He was the Boy Scout. He was like, look at my Southern shit and all that. I don't know, dude. But whatever, man. Everyone, my biggest belief, and this is something y'all should always believe, that y'all should follow. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves, life had...
This is talking more about the transition than it really is about the pedophilia, I think.
Life is so full of up and downs. At the end of the day, everyone deserves to be happy. If Chris doing this transitioning to become a woman is...
Hi, I'm Naked.
Cool.
So yeah, after Jake the Viking would ultimately give his opinion on the matter, all the Ava Chris Tyson stuff would just completely go crazy. And they would also get kicked from the crew, but I'm not really...
Okay. You're kind of pissing me off because you're only talking about the transition part and not the actual pedophilia that should have been the reason that they were fired.
Going to be going into that because there's so many videos already made. But it gets even more strange as we talk about the Chandler situation, as he hasn't shown...
Chandler, yeah. Didn't I hear that he had like a schizophrenic situation where he was like, he thought he was talking to God?
up in multiple of the most recent Mr. Beast videos, which has left many fans worried on his whereabouts. Wow, Mr. Beast got a whole new crew. More Chandler, a whole Chandler video is needed. Chandler is literally a blessing in Mr. Beast's crew. People are basically saying this because Chandler is the last of the OG members of Mr. Beast's crew, and many people look at him as the saving grace of what the brand is supposed to be. So after doing a little bit of research, I found out he's been doing more religious videos on TikTok just like this.
I don't know what it was. One day, I remember. This is what happened. One day I was in my kitchen, and I was smoking, and I was just depressed, and I felt lonely, and I was feeling very depressed, sad. Just like, it felt like a cloud of depression was just in my house.
Bro, there is no light in his eyes whatsoever, and it worries me.
And I'm sitting there walking in my kitchen, like, moping around, smoking marijuana, and then God said something to me. It sounded so clear. I don't think it was out loud, like I'm speaking right now, but it was in my, mind.
That worries me. That worries me.
But it wasn't my voice, and it wasn't the voice of the enemy. It was 1,000,000% God's voice. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I froze like this, I was like, and I heard, "What are you doing?" And in that moment, I snap out of some trance that I was in, and it's like God just peeled the scales off my eyes, and I could see what I was doing, and then I just go, what am I doing?
In order to strengthen his relationship with God, it seems like recently he's been posting Bible verses on his TikTok, where basically he just reads them out loud for everyone to listen to. And many of his videos are pretty much completely unedited and have received millions and millions of views. But this still doesn't explain why he ultimately decided to leave the crew. I think the most logical explanation is that he's probably just taking a step back from the crew since
I feel like he's got some sort of mental illness coming on, and mind you, this is coming from somebody who practices occultism and whatnot. It's one thing if you've been able to see them, see spirits and interact with spirits your whole life. And I mean, that could still be registered as mental illness. I'm not going to knock that. But the behaviors he's exhibiting, and the body language, and the way he talks about how he responded to said situation makes me feel like there's something else going on.
Since he's obviously focusing more on his own life and his own contents, and also mainly his relationship with God, which is something that a lot of people, including myself, can respect. So it's pretty clear at this point that Mr. Beast has an entire new crew. Will we still see Chandler in some videos? Probably, but not nearly as much. Basically all his new videos, including surviving 7 days in a cave, showcases people that we haven't seen before, with the only returning members being Carl Jacobs, who seemingly hasn't left the group, despite having joked about it in the past.
Said, Carl, did you get fired from Mr. Beast?
Yeah, you did, because everyone was tired of you making the channel worse, so they finally fired you.
No, I haven't.
And also Mac, who's someone who's been in his videos a lot more recently.
Yeah.
I think the most logical explanation to this is that as Mr. Beast's content has become more like a company, rather than just someone who's in their backyard making content with their friends, most of the people from his OG videos like Jake the Viking and Chandler just stopped doing it. However, it's also most likely due to some personal things like I've already mentioned. And unfortunately, some of these people we will never see in a Mr. Beast video ever again. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video.
At least there's still a lot of shit that could have been researched better with this one, but that's just me. So, it is what it is.
If you guys did go on to enjoy, then do be sure to drop a like. Let's try to hit about 1,000.
Alright. Now we're on to one of the big lyrics videos. This is about the false report to the FBI and shit like that. So Larix is going to discuss it.
Can we recognize how fucking crazy this is? If this person actually was 13, you advertised your fucking video like this. Regardless, even if you say alleged, that doesn't save you from the accountability of spreading false allegations that you could have fucking confirmed. This is the same thing with the James Warren domestic violence case. You could have confirmed this information to see if it was actually someone who was 13, but you didn't. You just willfully didn't. You chose not to do that. And now Dogpack404 has now retweeted this publicly as a way to discredit the commentary community. Dogpack, who is spearheading one of the biggest allegations that we've seen in years against the biggest YouTuber in the world, has just promoted 300 subs salvo to shit on the commentary community.
What the fuck?
It's happening. Guys, he knew. Mr. Beast knew. Rosanna and Dogpack specifically, is the two-timer. He has now done this twice, where he spread false shit and allegations about Mr. Beast or someone related to Mr. Beast. First was James Warren, even though when he knew he could confirm the information, whether or not he had domestic charges against him, he just chose to put out the allegation before waiting for the Freedom of Information request.
Exactly.
And now most recently, they did a collab video together with Rosanna, claiming that they found a picture that Chris Tyson was spreading when Ivanka Trump was 13 years old. They advertised this all across multiple different platforms, Twitter, on other people's YouTube channels like WestJet, announcing,
keep in mind that the Ivanka Trump picture that they found is from when she was 18 and it was during a magazine shoot. But regardless, they didn't bother to look at that. They just believed she was 13, showed the picture, and badly edited it. So, if it were actual COD points, they would be charged with a felony of possessing CSAM material with intent to distribute. Think about how bad that is for a second, okay?
how giddy they were and how happy they were to release this fucking...
Oh shit, hold on. Live chat. There we are. Now I can see what everybody's saying.
Nuke. And it turns out she was 18. She was 18. She wasn't 13.
Yeah.
She wasn't a child. She wasn't a kid. They just fucking lied. They just did nothing. They did nothing. That's how they branded all of this. She's 13 and she ended up being fucking 18. They didn't even do research until people started calling them out for potentially them obtaining and holding and downloading and editing child porn. That was the only time any consideration was taken for them to actually do research to find out if this person was actually the age of 18 or not, or what their age was at all. Because it's better to just willfully say like, oh, she's 13. Yeah, she's probably 13. I don't know, maybe. Because it makes Mr. Beast look worse. And it's less work to do of actually looking into it. And why do they have to look into it? What benefit would that serve them when it's Mr. Beast? Who cares? Just let this bullshit be spread. But bro, after every headline, after Rosanna put out tweets, after every headline was that I reported Mr. Beast to the FBI over alleged leaked group chat messages with minors. After this was on every headline, Dexerto, all over Twitter, people saying that they found fucking CP and everything. For those wondering if she's dragging this, they literally found CP material. Well, Dogpack comes out with a statement saying, update, I've received the original source of the Ivanka photo. It's from an April 2000 British GQ magazine photo shoot. Surprisingly, it is actually her, and she was 18 at the time. What the fuck, man? Remember, what was the promotion? What was the promotion claim? This was how he promoted it on what?
Oh yeah, he got really excited for this. I saw this on Twitter. He got really excited that he had obtained potential COD points.
WestJet's channel.
That is far more inappropriate than anything I ever said. And by the way, I have access to thousands of work chats that have not been leaked yet, and I'm gonna start leaking them. And one of them contains alleged CP.
Yo, dude, this guy. He's going on other people's channels, multiple platforms, fucking just, trying to hype this up. Hype up the CP drop. He's putting out community posts saying wild shit like this. New Mr. Beast leaks. Spit in flames. New CP. Ro and I got access, Ro is Rosanna, to some of Mr. Beast's internal work chats. We have to sort through them and censor all the naked pictures before leaking them all, but we just went through some of the chats on her channel. And as you're gonna see, this is a conflicting statement to what Dogpack has said before when he's been arguing with other people on Twitter, because this guy has been not having the best 48 hours, okay? He's been arguing with random people on Twitter, going back and forth on whether or not he is guilty of actually
This is what I mean. This is just like the shit with Nuxtaku collaborating with Moist Critical and saying that Bungo Taiga was allegedly a predator. And threw out the word allegedly like it's fucking salt on the fucking new dish that you cooked. And standing by it, bro. Even though there's literally no proof. A private investigator even fucking went into, you know, try to find the truth and found nothing of substance. Mind you, it was just a random private investigator that happened to, you know, see the case and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna see if I can expose Taiga, and found nothing.
Downloading the CP or editing it for the sake of the video. And he was claiming, as we're gonna go through the responses, that he didn't, but this is like admission that he censored all the naked pictures, so there was naked pictures that he was censoring there. And you know, if this was a 13-year-old child, what the fuck are you doing? These people should be nowhere near the story. You're YouTubers. Rosanna's a baking YouTuber. What the fuck are you doing handling CSAM child CP material? There's so much hilarious shit here in hindsight that I can now finally fucking show this original thumbnail because it's not a child. But this was their blurring job on the original thumbnail. This is what they thought was good enough. These two small red bars of someone who they thought was 13 years old, that this would be good enough for putting in the thumbnail. This is insane. Like, this is nowhere near enough. And also there was like apparently clips where it glitched that they had to go back and post because at certain points it was just uncensored entirely or something like that. Apparently they had to go back and post and do that. Now this is the updated thumbnail where it's all completely blurred, but this was the first one, which this like minimal conservative type of censorship for someone you think is 8.
Bruh. Nah, people like that piss me off. They piss me off really bad. I don't understand it. Also, you might hear some background noise. I'm exporting the part 1 right now, so it may come up in a couple seconds. I'm gonna wait for that. I got like 0.5% before it's done. And that way I can, you know, cancel it before the audio plays. Okay. Now that that's done.
Teen is nuts. But you're probably wondering, what even is the screenshot I'm looking at right now? Well, apparently, you could look this up to see that Rosanna
She A/B tested it, bro. She went and tried to cherry pick what thumbnail to use for this video.
tested these thumbnail changes. So she was like testing YouTube for which best CP thumbnail would have done best in the algorithm. So YouTube has this feature where you can feed them like different forms and different variations of your thumbnail to see which one would perform the best. And she was doing that with pictures of a 13-year-old of what they thought could be child porn. What the fuck? Like, dude. Hey, YouTube, which CP is going to perform the best?
Yeah, somebody in the chat said I had to report this at first because I legitimately thought this was actual COD points. That would have been the right thing to do. You did the right thing, even if it wasn't the truth. You did the right fucking thing.
I don't know, man. This is just insane. This first thumbnail has been severely edited multiple times and blurred. And as she first put out this video with this thumbnail, she was promoting this in now deleted tweets on Twitter. And people were calling out on this, like, okay, cool that you want to expose Chris Tyson. I'm fully on board there. But what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you putting like someone that could potentially be 13 years old in your thumbnail to advertise here? Like, this is the meme of that one family channel, She's 12, Zam. And right now, I'm comfortable enough showing this because now I know the person's 18. But if this person was actually 13, I would not feel comfortable showing this image with just this minimum amount of blurring. So after she was getting called
My thing is I wouldn't be comfortable even having this image in my vision.
out for this, like, what the fuck are you doing? She then updated the thumbnail, as well had to go back and post on her video to do multiple checks to make sure that she didn't show that she blurred it inside of her video, the content as well. People were asking her like, hey, did you download this as well? Like, did you own, in amidst of trying to call out these other people for like child porn, did you actually download it and self-censor it yourself as well? So people were calling out her and Dogpack for that, which ended up in her having to respond saying, I've reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities at FBI. Hopefully, they will look into these Mr. Beast Telegram company chats, logs, and other concerns. She then says this afterwards after being called out. Dogpack claims, as we're going to look at a little bit later,
Yeah, somebody said it in Larix's chat. Why even edit the alleged COD points? Isn't that technically both creating and distributing? Yes! Yes! What the fuck? That's fucking awful, bro.
that they went to the FBI beforehand. For some reason, they just never said it until they were called out or something along those lines. So she made that claim, which obviously, after she said that publicly, and it got 7 million views on Twitter, 134,000 likes, all the headlines were, Rosanna Pansino has reported Mr. Beast to the FBI over allegedly leaked group chats between his coworkers. The headline was, Mr. Beast is getting reported to the fucking FBI for having CP in his work group chats. This is the big headline that everybody's been seeing, that everybody's been running with, that everybody's been looking at. You have people in the comment section. This is just has been the working narrative. So after all of this completely irresponsible reporting, today, after people were giving shit to Dogpack and Rosanna for them being held accountable for possessing CP, then he decides to do the research to find out the actual age of the person at the time. Update, I've received the original source of the Ivanka photo. It's from April 2000 British GQ magazine photo shoot. Surprisingly, it is actually her, and she was 18 at the time. I'm sure now people will flip and say I should have reverse image searched the photo more before going to the authorities, the media. Also, Roe first visited the FBI before filming the YouTube video, another lie that's being spread. Everything was handled in accordance with the law. And again, Roe and I never reported Ava's allegation of 13 as fact. I showed what Ava alleged. I showed the law. If I said that if it actually was a 13-year-old, it would constitute as CP in my opinion. Other people ran CP as fact, not us.
You repeatedly said in the video that it was COD points, bro. That it was Club Penguin.
Yeah, I wonder why other people ran with CP as a fact and not us. Well, dude, regardless, even if you say alleged, that doesn't save you from the accountability of spreading false allegations that you could have fucking confirmed. This is the same thing with the James Warren domestic violence case. You could have confirmed this information to see if it was actually someone who was 13, but you didn't. You just willfully didn't. You chose not to do that. And also, we're going on other people's channels, like boisterously being like, guys, I'm going to drop the new CP fucking leaks. So this ended up being his research that he found for Ivanka. I guess
in my best judgment,
I guess she was 18 at the time, and we're gonna go back and watch this full video. But this is the video he attaches along with it.
In my best judgment, if this is a 13-year-old, as Ava alleges, I would say that this constitutes a CP, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Let's see. In my best judgment.
Yeah, cool that you put off like some disclaimers in the content of the video, but even saying alleged and if doesn't save you from the fact that you still could have confirmed this information. But regardless, bro, your thumbnail is she's 13. Like, of course, like this is just completely irresponsibly ran to the bottom up of this entire story. Completely. Cool that you're saying this now, but dude, you could have confirmed this, and the only reason you now confirm this is when it benefited you, that your career, your reputation was being put in jeopardy on whether or not you possess CP. That's when you did the research to clear your own ass. So people were saying in this comment section, like calling him out on this. Come on, dude. I like how Mr. Beast is getting deplatformed because he's a terrible person, but you can't just give us a view that that girl is a teenager and then take it back. Allegations are serious these days, and make it that way. Ava is the one that said she was underage, bro. I literally said multiple times I can't confirm the age or identity of the alleged underage girl. Stephen A. Sarch, journalist, in the replies saying, you need to take your time properly researching these claims before publishing them. These are mistakes that you can't make as a journalist, and you've done it multiple times now. The main problem here is that he could have figured out the information and willfully chose not to. Before admitting to this, a couple hours prior, he was responding to people calling him out on the fact that he actually reacted to uncensored CP and was in possession of some uncensored CP while making the creation for the video. So his full response to people calling him out, being like, hey bro, did you have possession of this? This is what he had to say. Just to clarify, the claim that Ro and I reacted to uncensored CP is a blatant lie. I have the original screen recording of exactly what I showed to Ro. Every picture was sufficiently censored, thus not constituting CP.
That doesn't matter.
I downloaded the work chats and deleted the uncensored images as soon as I believed that they could be illegal. Neither Ro or her editors never actually saw the uncensored picture. Okay, so you are just admitting that you have this and you censored it for the video. So you censored it? Because somebody fucking censored this picture that you thought was a 13-year-old. It could have been child porn for your video. Who censored it? Was it you? You just got to stay the fuck away from this. Because beforehand, before he did the research to figure out, so he could cover his own ass, to figure out if it was actually someone who was 18 at the age, you're just like admitting to potential crimes. You and Rosanna, the baking channel girl, do not have the facilities to appropriately cover the story. You gotta pass this on to someone who's way more responsible. It is a fact that I never knowingly saved the uncensored image. It is also a fact that I never distributed the uncensored image either knowingly or accidentally. Cool that you say you never distributed the uncensored image, but like, bro, what is this? What is this blur job? While you're promoting the story. Dude, can we recognize how fucking crazy this is? If this person actually was 13, you advertised your fucking video like this.
Yeah.
That is next level, man. I'm happy to invite the FBI to verify these facts. Also, as I explained...
Dogpack makes me so angry. He makes me so fucking angry. There is no point in that.
Multiple times in the video, the only source I could find for it to be being a 13-year-old was Ava, who distributed the uncensored photo to a company work chat. I have found no other evidence verifying the individual's age. Oh, okay. So you found no other evidence not to benefit your story to see if you would actually like be able to get the facts right when you're calling out Mr. Beast, but then you'll do the higher bar of evidence to save your own ass. These people are unreal. These people are unreal. This was the same thing with the James Warren thing. You just have to push him into doing the research. Once he gets the backlash for being an...
His chat said it best. Why even show it in the first place? This stuff should be in the hands of the FBI. Why is your first thought of finding alleged COD points is showing it to the entire world?
Irresponsible reporter, then he'll finally do the research. But if it's just on the basis of slandering someone else or just spreading false shit about someone else... he doesn't give a fuck. If he could, as long as he could get away with it. None of this would have happened unless people would have called him out for his specific involvement. And that's just like what's telling about this guy. My exact quote in the video is that, in my best judgment, if this is a 13-year-old, as Ava alleges, I would say that this constitutes as CP in my opinion, based on my opinion on federal law section whatever of a title whatever. A picture of a naked child may constitute illegal CP if it is sufficiently sexually suggestive. We never claimed that the image was in fact CP. We would not make that claim based on one source and a vague legal code. This is the highest he's ever hinged on the word alleged. Okay?
Bruh.
Bro, this fucking thumbnail, man. She's 13. Oh no, but you don't understand, you don't understand, Judge, okay? This thumbnail was actually supposed to like quote what Chris Tyson said. That's what this is supposed to display here. This is what the idea was supposed to get across. Fuck this guy. Our point was that Ava knowingly distributed an uncensored explicit photo of someone they believed could be underage in a company work chat. Everything was reported properly to the authorities and handled in accordance to the law. He attaches these two images.
You're so unhinged, and you're lacking so much research. Nobody is ever going to believe you now, and the real victims are never going to speak up because they cannot trust you to do it right.
Right here, the screen recording and the transcript from the video. So obviously people were giving him a lot of flack for this. People come in his replies, disagreeing, saying, so you had the image possession, censored the image production, and then put in a video distribution, then reported it to the authorities after doing those three things. Also, the image definitely wasn't sufficiently censored because you had to censor it and go back at least 2 more times. This is true. You and Ro distributed CP to own Mr. Beast. You two are insane. Also, you need to download an image to reverse image search it like you admitted to doing so on Reddit. So this is Dogpack on Reddit saying, Dogpack here. I received access to the work chats not knowing there was potential CP, obviously. When I saw it, I reverse image searched it thinking it was probably fake news. Cursory search revealed nothing conclusive, and obviously I didn't want to dig deeper through weird websites.
So you lied again. Dogpack, just stop. Just fucking stop. Just fucking stop.
I censored the image and deleted the source. Ro and I only ever reacted to or distributed the 100% legal censored images. The reason we deleted the censored image is because people were using it to find the uncensored image, which was being posted in Twitter replies. So obviously want to mitigate that, but I assure you Ro and I are legally good. So he claims right here that he censored the image and then deleted the source. So is he claiming that he censored the image first and then reverse image searched it? Is that the claim that's being had here? I don't, would that work still? Or would that be like an edited file so it wouldn't even come up? This seems pretty sketchy. Dogpack replies though, saying, bro, do the smallest amount of research. Accidentally downloading an image does not legally constitute possession. Otherwise, you can get anyone arrested for by airdropping them images against their will. At this part, I agree with this side of it.
Yeah.
Censoring an image to remove nudity is obviously not production of CP. That's literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, okay, I don't know. This guy is a little inflammatory, but I don't know if I would say production. Of course, he's just attacking what he can
accidentally.
Here. Dogpack. Putting a non-sexually suggestive image in a YouTube video is obviously not distribution of CP. Legally, it was censored enough, though. What is censored enough when it comes to a 13-year-old? Like,
it doesn't matter how much you censor it. You still thought it was a child and went ahead and did editing and reverse image searching when you should have fucking not even had that on your fucking computer if you thought it was actual COD points.
Potential CP image. What? It's just such a AIDS and horrible statement to say. Dude, I censored the 13-year-old image enough. Yeah, dude. Is that why you had to go back and to re-edit it even more, to re-blur it? And you don't need to download an image to reverse image search it. There's this cool trick called copy and paste. So I thought you first said that you censored it and then it reverse image searched it. So you copied and pasted the uncensored CP image of what could have been a 13-year-old
Bro is spiraling and talking in circles.
Child, and then put into Google. Like, what the fuck, what is this guy doing? Oh no, you copied and pasted the CSAM that was already on your computer. Also, there isn't a legal amount of censoring. I'd like a source for that, lil bro. Also, why don't you go to law enforcement first? I did not. Also, the legal amount of censoring is when the image cannot meet the legal definition of sexually explicit. If you thought any of these images I showed were sexually explicit, you should report yourself to the FBI so you can get banned from public pools, you creep. Good argument and response, dude. Like, regardless, the fact of the matter here is that obviously this is not acceptable enough of a blur job, And apparently as well, there was instances where they forgot or there was problems in the content of the video where everything was uncensored and they had to go back into that. I haven't seen that confirmed for obvious reasons, but I've been seeing people say that on the assumption that is true. That would be another huge problem here. So they keep going and responding. Dogpack is responding to all these people. And who deemed it legally not sexually explicit? You? Are you a lawyer? Also, copy and pasting images creates a cache on your computer. It's so over, bro. No, an actual lawyer did. LMAO. So an actual lawyer told you that this...
What's the lawyer's name? What's the lawyer's name?
was a based and cool thumbnail to broadcast live. Fire your lawyer. What do you mean? Dude, did the lawyer saw he knew she's 13 and signed off on this?
Bro.
You got a wrong lawyer for this job. What the fuck? The lawyer told... So Smaggle comes in the replies, man. Saying the lawyer told you, Rosanna, to... The lawyer told you and Rosanna to use the alleged pizza picture in the thumbnail as well. You think people are going to believe this shit? Hey, do you think this is CP? Can I show this in my YouTube video? What about the thumbnail too?
Right.
Yeah, man. No problem. How much are you paying me on the hour? Okay, how much? What are we looking at here? You had Willie Mack saying, what the fuck you guys doing over there? Get it the fuck together. Connor says, at one point, the image went from uncensored to censored. Yeah, this is what I've been hearing too. Someone dragged red bars over the image in likely a photo editor and placed it in the document for you and Rosanna to react to. How did this happen and who did it? I don't think this has received a response yet. Yeah, and also this goes to show people are bringing up, here's the answer right here. This is Dogpack saying his community post that we went over earlier, saying we have to sort through them and censor all the naked pictures before leaking them. This is Dogpack saying, hey, we found naked pictures. I censored them. We censored them. This is just like his own words that he's saying here. I know.
He's talking in fucking circles. Dogpack is talking in fucking circles. Like, dude, just fucking admit that you messed up. It's not that hard. Oh my god.
Smaggle sent me another reply of what Dogpack was saying to people. Congrats on yet again helping Mr. Beast by spreading false allegations and doing less than bare minimum of research. Making the real allegation not being taken serious, you and Rosanna are an absolute joke and hurt real victims of Mr. Beast stories. That's just completely true. Like, that's just an outright 100% true statements.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Dogpack admitted to me as such in DMs after the James Warren situation. He admitted, like, yeah, I have like discredited other people's legitimate stories because of how I mishandled this one. I fucked up here. This is something that he already has admitted to. So let's see what his response is here. You say minimum research, like this obscure magazine from 24 years ago, was easy to find. Well, at least you had the higher, like, it became a higher priority for you when it was your ass on the line versus sending out life-ruining allegations, CP fucking allegations, towards Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
This more just goes to paint this narrative that you just have this personal vendetta against this fucking guy, and the only reason this got cleared up is because people were coming at you now. You're saying minimum research like this was easy to find. Well, you found it all right when your ass was on the line. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, what does this mean? The video was up, has been up for 2 days. Literally no one found it. You can't just research alleged CP. And if you watch the video, I make it more clear that I couldn't verify what Ava was alleging. Okay, well, if you can't just research alleged CP, how did you find it to clear your own name? What was the priority where then you decided to do this? Did someone send you this information? Did someone else do this for you? Did you hire a PI? She posted it on
bare minimum research. Yeah. Bare minimum. That's all it took. But no.
an uncensored explicit photo which she alleged to be an underage girl. That's a fact. That's what we reported. If you don't understand the difference between facts, allegations, and opinions, that's on you. At Lyrics, according to Cam Nuggets, someone else did the research into the cheese pizza and sent it to Dogpack. Let me see. Drama Alert tweets out, Mr. Beast company wrongly reported to FBI because Dogpack and Rosanna failed to research the claims properly. True. Good tweet. Cam Nuggets comes and replies, dude, this guy is such a weird sweeper. Bro. Okay, question mark. But how does this change the fact that Chris Tyson thought it was a child half naked and sent it to a group chat with Mr. Beast's coworkers? Keep up. Have you not been looking at this guy's like entire have you not seen the drama alert?
Lorix, are we surprised that Cam Nuggets is sweeping? Like, The only legitimate thing I've seen from Cam Nuggets recently was the coverage of the Cold Ravens situation. And that's it.
They've been reporting on all this. Dude, these people are it's so obvious, man. They're just only angry when they report against people that they like. Dromler has been reporting against all of the claims that Dogpack and Rosanna have been making towards Chris Tyson and going at Chris Tyson's throat. No, I can promise you, there's not a single fucking person online who's sweeping for Chris Tyson at this point. We don't have to worry about how guilty Chris Tyson is. All right, that person is 6 feet under with their reputation. What a like a weird comment to put down. Okay? Yeah. Question mark. Do you not think that this mishandling is worth criticizing? Do you not think wrongly?
Yeah, it is worth criticizing. Anyone could have done this better. Anyone could have handled this better. Fucking A, dude. Like, what? Cam. What the fuck are you doing?
Reporting something to the FBI because you failed to do research isn't worth criticizing. And especially it just goes to show where their intentions lie, is that they didn't do this research until they ended up being held accountable. So Smaggle comes in, Cam sweeping for Dogpack. Cam responds, womp womp, just calling out the stooges who suddenly ignore Mr. Beast blatantly being caught in a lie again. These people are so interesting, man. Who the fuck is ignoring Mr. Beast being caught in a lie, or Mr. Beast, like, reputation getting destroyed? No one likes Mr. Beast. No one likes Mr. Beast. Everybody hates this guy. This guy's reputation is completely fucked. It's so it's so interesting seeing these people claim as if there's this huge like injustice going on, that a whole bunch of our people are ignoring the critiques against Mr. Beast. It's so bizarre. So Smaggle responds to him. How did Dogpack find the GQ magazine that had the image inside Cam? Also, did Ava bring up this unprompted, or was this a conversation that was dropped? Though, yeah, I agree. It's still fucking insane to post what you think is illegal material in the fucking work group chats. I mean, yeah, everybody agrees on this. I mean, yeah, like, two things can coexist. Chris Tyson is 100% criticizable for what they're doing, but also, like, more importantly too, it's like, this is like similar to the Sneeko and Critical debates, where people are like, why are more people critiquing Critical in this conversation as opposed to Sneeko saying crazy shit? Because we already know Sneeko has these unhinged opinions about different other topics. We've already known this about Sneeko.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is new information. But for Critical to get shown up and for him to have a lot of bad missteps in that conversation, that is something that's new. That is something that is like not as common. But Cam Nuggets response, a source sent the...
Okay, chat, I'm gonna head to the restroom right quick and then we'll come back to this. I'll be right back. I do apologize. Alright, Chad, I'm back. Yeah, I am. Wait. Oh no. I got to tap it. Oh no. Ow. Ow.
Why is it ow?
My biceps are sore. Because I'll be working out. I've been doing decline push-ups too. I don't just do squats, sir. Okay. Okay. I love you. Yeah. Well, my legs too. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Image to Dogpack recently verifying she was actually 18. The context was that Ava was showing the image of what they thought was a child half naked and said it was weird that it's being swept under the rug. It's still weird to send that to a public group chat. That is true. No one's denying that.
Yeah,
no one is on
we're not denying
Chris
that.
Tyson's side here. Dexerto tweets this out, an update. Dogpack 404 cleared up his recent claims against Mr. Beast regarding his work group chats. Hey man, I want a better headline on that. Like, just spread complete false fucking claims without doing the research that he very much could have done before releasing the allegation.
Exactly.
This is just an insane thing, man. It's not just clearing up. I don't know. I just want more of an aggressive title, considering how aggressive their title was on the opposite end. That Mr. Beast was getting fucking reported to the FBI. Like, dude, they wrote a whole article, talking about Telegram messages that they got reported to the FBI over this. This got 150,000 likes on Twitter, and that's going to be the main allegation and main story that most people are going to see, but no one's going to see the retraction. Like, a third of people are actually going to see the retraction as opposed to the initial allegation.
Yeah.
It's 17 million views, man. Like, dude, like, you know what I mean? It's, imagine a normie just trying to follow this story. Like, you know, if I wasn't covering this as my job, I doubt I would see the retraction just because I'm not like that invested in it. If
That's understandable too. Fucking A, man.
I wasn't doing this as like for money reasons and for streaming. So like the average person's only going to see that. So a Dogpack replies to this saying, to be clear, the allegation about Ava posting an explicit photo of a 13-year-old literally came from Ava herself. So
Huh? Yeah. Who is it?
Doctor Strange. Nick Fury. Agent of Strange Tales. Exile.
Nice.
Strange Tales, Doctor Strange.
Okay.
So he's trying his hardest to make sure that he's not getting backlash from these main posts.
He
of him
deserves the
admitting to doing,
backlash.
like, wrong shit. They're gonna be sued by Jimmy soon, which is nuts because I don't think this stuff is okay either. I mean, yeah, even if you're like, again, even if you're on team fuck Mr. Beast, I want to see Mr. Beast, you know, canceled and 6 feet under in the streets. You know what I mean? You should still have the same opinion that Dogpack should be criticized in this front. You should self-police here because you're only helping Jimmy make a better case for his defense.
Exactly. You're only making the situation worse and making it easier to clap back for Jimmy.
By having these continuous fuck-ups. Dogpack 404's failure this week. Wrongly insinuated that Lunchley stackers were getting pulled. That's true. Failed to research an anime to make Mr. Beast seem like a creep. Yeah, Smaggle was texting me about this. Apparently that anime that they frame in this video is completely like fabricated the truth of that it wasn't about like the romantic relationship between a 17-year-old and his 26-year-old, but instead it was about just like more of a father figure, like guiding type of meme. I don't know. It seems like they misrepresented that. That's what I was hearing, but that's what I was hearing from Smaggle, but we'll get into that more later.
Yeah.
But failed to verify an age. tried using what they thought was censored CP to promote a video. That is true.
Yes.
Man, that's a brutal tweet. Let me like this. Failed to go to the FBI before making a video. Claims are being contested on this. Wrongly reported Mr. Beast company for a crime to the FBI. We don't know if this one is 100% true, but the rest of these are true. Keemstar made a video about this. Let me see his quick thoughts because Dogpack replied to this. Let's see what we got. Dear Rosanna Pansino plus Dogpack 404.
Dear Dogpack 404 and Rosanna, your blind hatred for Mr. Beast has set you up for the biggest L of 2024. You guys, over the last 24 hours, tried to convince the entire internet that Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson in a work chat were sharing CP. That's a heavy, heavy allegation. You even came out with a statement that you reported Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson in their work chat to the FBI to investigate.
Yeah, dude, this guy's so fucking bizarre too, because he goes out, his only defense is that, hey, I didn't say this as a fact. I didn't say this guy had child porn in his group.
But you did, though.
Group chats as a fact, okay? I was only alleging it, promoting on other people's channels, making community posts saying I'm about to drop some CP leaks for Mr. Beast, okay? All this was just alleged. Yeah, even if it's alleged, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, also on top of the fact that you could have confirmed the information that you now did. Like, there's no safety net here. There's no shield to fall back on the excuse of it's just alleged.
Yeah.
The CP. I knew something was wrong right away when Rosanna used the alleged CP in her thumbnail. In fact, she A/B tested it to see which thumbnail would perform the best.
Yeah.
And now we're getting updates that it wasn't CP at all. We're getting updates that it wasn't a work chat. It was a meme chat created by Chris Tyson. And also...
Yeah, I've seen this contested too on whether or not this is even a work chat, but instead like just a meme group chat. I haven't seen any evidence of that, but
we did from Nick DiOrio. They didn't change it to a work chat until 2021. It was an NSFW meme chat all the way back during its inception. It was changed to a work chat in 2021. So therefore, everything that we saw prior does not constitute as a work chat.
we'll get more context into the video we'll check out later to see if they show any proof of that. But from what I've been seeing, there's been no proof supplied of that.
And also, the anime and how you described the anime got exposed. And you misrepresented what the anime was about, and that's why the entire anime community is coming after you. This whole video and all these allegations were designed to destroy Mr. Beast's career and his reputation online.
Yep.
And they were false. The whole thing. You guys are quickly becoming an enemy of the YouTube community. If you're going to go and put this false information out and try to label someone as a potential predator or a pedo with
this is just true so
false
far.
information, you're an enemy to the entire community.
Yeah, you're an enemy to the discourse too, because yeah, you're discrediting the actual victim.
You're doing a fucking disservice.
On top of Dogpack, you're discrediting the real victims with actual stories who are coming to you. You're fucking over those people as well with genuine stories, because people are relying on Dogpack 404 to be a reliable narrator, but by continuously making these mistakes, he's hurting his reputation, which by product hurts the testimonies that he's now espousing and speaking on behalf for his channel. So this hurts everything involved that Dogpack 404 is saying.
I understand, Rosanna, that you have a beef with Mr. Beast. I get it, right? And Dogpack, he's using this as a way to like boost his career. But how many times has Dogpack been forced to walk back statements that he made and apologize and, oops, I got this wrong?
Yeah.
Rosanna, you made claims that there were broken bones in the Beast games. That turned out to be not true. You guys are playing a fucking dangerous, dangerous game where you could be sued for defamation and slander because you are attempting to ruin this man's reputation and career.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, at a certain point, this is getting to grounds where that Mr. Beast could fuck over these guys in court. Like,
yeah.
Mr. Beast can sue Dogpack to the ground.
But even worse than that, you're becoming...
dude, and Dogpack sounds like he doesn't have the best lawyers at his disposal either if he went to his lawyer and thought this was a fucking good idea.
Exactly.
Did this thumbnail. So he's not rolling with the best in the business, okay? And Mr. Beast has got millions.
You owe not just Mr. Beast an apology. You owe all of us an apology. Y'all lied to us.
True. So Dogpack replies to this, which this is a pretty succinct video by Keemstar. He didn't really like overstate anything. This is just overall, I agree with this.
Yeah.
And Dogpack says, you realize Ava is the one who claimed to be posting explicit pictures of 13-year-olds, right? None of this changes the fact that you didn't do enough research before putting out these claims.
Exactly. You're deflecting and gaslighting. Jesus Christ.
Especially over information that you could have confirmed. It's the exact James Warren situation over again. Also, didn't you falsely accuse an old guy? Bro,
Bruh.
this guy is...
How is this a response?
Dude, that tells you everything you need to know. He brought up Tony. He brought up fucking Tony from like 2016. Dude, you know, honestly, I'm not even a Keemstar dick sucker, but you know that like, there's nothing on this guy anymore if you have to bring up stories that are 8 years fucking old, man. And do you know what's the difference between Keemstar and Dogpack? Is that when Keemstar fucked up that story, which he majorly did, at least he was man enough to get on air, make a whole video and saying, I completely was wrong on this. This guy didn't do anything. This was on me and my team. And he's been dealing with the blows for years now, not downplaying his actions. He's been just taking the hits. And that's the best that you can do. But Dogpack is completely incapable of doing that. What did he say when he spread false shit about James Warren? Oh, I'm not a journalist. I shouldn't be held to a journalist standard.
Then don't be fucking covering it.
That was his public statement. That was his official statement. Oh, dude, you know, you can't take me that seriously because, you know, I'm not a professional. Bro, you don't have to be a professional to uphold the basic principle of not spreading false shit that you can confirm. It's always Etika and Tony people bring up. Who the fuck are you to talk? I mean, yeah, like this tells you everything you need to know. This is not taking the L. This is not taking any kind of like accountability. This guy's just ego is bruised and hurt, and he's lashing out on Twitter right now. This is embarrassing. So there was that situation. I now want to go over and watch the original video to see what their framing is because of how sensitive this situation was at first with their horrible cropping job and blurring job. I didn't get the chance to actually see their framing in the video because it was...
I don't want to see the video just because of the fact that, you know, I've already had to censor on part 1 that they showed, World War II anti-Semitic symbols and stuff like that. I don't want to see it, so I'm just going to go to Dogpack calling out the commentary community. Okay? Sounds good.
This guy's having a full-out meltdown. Wait, this guy's just like completely going schizo. Dude, this guy, this is a real Dogpack tweet. Dogpack just tweeted out, if you ever wonder why the same few names always defend Mr. Beast, the Tea Party chat group is effectively Mr. Beast's media wing.
No, they're not. That is the commentary community. They're not dick riding Mr. Beast. They're literally being fair on all points.
And he links full chat leaks of Turkey Tom, Nicholas Durio, Keemstar, of the Tea Party group chat leaks, which is a commentary Discord group chat that I used to be in for a brief amount of time. That was on my old accounts, but I'm pretty sure Chud is in there, Keemstar's in there, Nick Diorio, Augie, Turkey Tom, which was originally formed for a Tea Party drama that happened back in the Gabby Hanna allegations days. And Salvo Pancakes, who's was kicked out of the community or whatever for his own weird drama and doxing that he was involved in. He still had access to these group chat leaks, and he leaked the entirety of it publicly. And now Dogpack 404 has now retweeted this publicly as a way to discredit the commentary community who's calling him out right now.
Bruh.
This guy must be desperate.
He is.
Dude, this guy's fucking desperate. What? Lyrics, you know what this demonstrates? He probably was sitting on this for a while too. He kept this link in his back pocket. There's no shot he's using this.
Bro, yeah, no shot.
Tea Party group chat is effectively Mr. Beast's media wing. This is such a weird framing too, because these group chat Tea Party leaks don't show anything. What was the main leak that came from these DMs? Like, there really wasn't even anything important. Like, what was the big, like, nuke of these DMs? Man, I don't even remember anything being important. Salvo pancakes. I think dude, he just promoted Salvo fucking pancakes.
Whoa.
Bro, this guy just fucking promoted 300 subscriber Salvo Super Show on Discord. I mean, on YouTube. A video he uploaded 2 weeks ago. He has now joined service with Salvo to go with the commentary community. What the fuck is this crossover, man? What is happening? I didn't even know Salvo re-uploaded this. This is two weeks ago.
Bruh.
So, full group chat leaks, Turkey Tom, Nicholas Dura, Keemstar, Moodhar, Augie FC, Willie Mac caught. What even is this video? Can we see? This is an hour and 48 minutes long. Like, let me see like a couple minutes of this. What is this?
Salvo pancakes here, the digital Jesus people are calling me. Let me explain to you what went down.
The digital Jesus.
Digital
My
Jesus
Salvo
is
Forever
insane.
Twitter account got unbanned. I logged into it and I see I have access to a group chat that contains Keemstar, Nicholas Diorio, Augie RFC, Willie Mac, come on Willie, Dumpy, Ziley Gets Real, Chris the Narc, Moodahar, Adam McIntyre,
Dude, what the
Paige
fuck
Christie,
is this
all the usual suspects.
music?
I go into it, I'm scrolling, screen recording,
This isn't me playing this music in another tab. This is his video, man. This is just...
everything. I have a screen recording of an entire group chat for an entire year with some of the biggest YouTubers in this space and on the platform, and I have proof of Keemstar taking credit for my deep platforming on YouTube and Twitter. He would...
Yeah, so the most damning thing about these group chat leaks was like Keemstar being open and honest and Nick being open and honest about reporting this guy down.
Yeah.
But they reported him down for doxing. Like,
I've heard of Salvo pancakes. Yeah, he is a serial doxer, dude. Like, what is there to prove?
Salvo was openly doxing Nick's phone number on his channel. So, like, yeah, no shit, you're going to get reported down. Same thing on his Twitter as well. I mean, hey, man, I think Salvo could be a funny guy, but he's unhinged. And, you know, he's just, like, sending out people's, like, actual numbers multiple times, doxing them. You're going to get reported for that, justifiably so. It's not a false report.
It's a crime.
It's a normal report that is understandable and justified. And that was the most damning thing about these group chat leaks. What is this play from Dogpack? This is an insane move.
Yeah.
What does he think is in here?
Ask his lack...
It's like I feel like it's like one... It must be a detractor from the commentary community who already like hates everybody. Like one of the many anti-commentary community people who's been like scorned by one of the members. And they started DMing Dogpack and feeding him lines of like, hey, did you hear about this, bro? This is their group chat getting leaked. And it was them dick sucking of Keemstar. And I guess that's how he put out this tweet. That's where this comes from. But he just didn't do enough research to even understand who he's promoting here. He's promoting a doxer.
Yeah.
And on top of it, that there's not even information in here that's telling.
Lackeys to remind him to flag my account. They would send my new Twitter account. He would post it when it would get banned, like I'm some sort of savannah lion from Africa that he kills and stuffs and he puts on his wall as some sort of trophy.
Fuck?
And all of them, every single one of these people that are so anti-deplatform, were okay with it or didn't say anything. A lot of them celebrated it, and a lot of them sat by and did nothing. Now,
Yeah. So again, like people are anti-deplatforming when it's unjust. You getting reported for
the people who are anti-deplatform are also anti-criminal. Let's remember that. Doxing is a crime. Doxing is a crime.
Number everyone is consistent on. You won't find anybody of a sizable audience in the commentary community who doesn't have that consistent take. Everyone's consistent that, yeah, if you're doxing people, obviously you should get taken down to the platform. This isn't a hypocritical stance.
I could be a petty man, but I'm just very curious. What's everyone's take on all this? On concrete proof of me, Salvo Pancakes, being completely deplatformed by much larger creators. Seems like a big story.
Bruh.
Oh, man.
I can't listen to this fucking music anymore.
The Nick curse. Okay. Another live from Fraud Pack 404, Cry More Dumbass. Yeah, so Wavy was in that Wavy has like huge numbers too. He has 1 million subs, and he was in that group chat as well. So he's obviously going to take offense to that, being like, what the fuck? Nick's in the reply, you're goddamn right. Biggest retard on the planet. Haha, keep coping, loser. Delete your accounts, little bro, if you're going to resort to this shit. Dogpack co-signing Salvo Pancakes is almost as bad as Ethan Klein platforming Britbon. Lol, you're actually crashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking rough. Blues Dank is even coming in here, saying log out of Twitter. Keep deflecting instead of taking actually accountability. This changes nothing about how you were wrong about James Warren or the leaked messages. Also, they aren't defending Mr. Beast. They're criticizing your incompetent journalism. I mean, yeah. Like, dude, it's just, this is how desperate for a critique. This is how desperate for an own he has, is that he's now resorting to just like, these are Mr. Beast dick suckers. These are just Mr. Beast defenders. There's just no
actual fucking tweaking over here, bro. Actual tweaking. Actual tweaking.
Erasing any nuance. Just hopefully this is a desperate attempt for his fan base to get his fan base to write off anybody's opinion who's in this group chat by writing them off as Mr. Beast dick suckers. Don't pay attention to what these guys are saying, okay? They're on Mr. Beast's cock. That's all this is. That's just the play here. You and Rosanna literally just uploaded what you thought was CP to YouTube, only to find out it wasn't CP. Yeah, dude, what an interesting thing to crash out on too, is that people are just saying, hey, bro, you fucking are completely irresponsible. Like, you just posted, like, very poorly censored what you thought was CP to your YouTube channel. And because people are critiquing you on that, this is what's making you crash out. Of people having, like, a criticism for that side of things. That is just crazy. That's what is prompting this huge reaction, all on the basis of people critiquing him for advertising 13-year-old potential CP in a thumbnail. Do you ever take a minute to think before posting shit? These leaks are about Salvo Pancakes, not Mr. Beast. Good job promoting literal doxer, by the way. The employees trusted this dude with their allegations, and he just fumbled any credibility of their stories being taken seriously. I mean, yeah, because again, Dogpack has been the mouthpiece of all of these other anonymous sources who are coming forward with their stories. They've been trusting and relying on Dogpack to appropriately echo their stories for them.
Yeah.
And by discrediting himself, he's now making himself to be an unreliable narrator, which by proxy fucks over all of these other stories and testimonies that he's been trying to tell. This is why it's just selfish too. It's just a selfish crash out, because at this point, Dogpack has a higher bar of responsibility from just worrying about his own reputation. He has to worry about other people's reputation too, but he's fucking them over entirely. Yeah. We figured there would be something like that, but honestly, it stopped being about Mr. Beast some time ago. It's about nepotism, YouTube, okay, skate-tubing. Schizopack is crashing out. Salvo always wins.
Bruh.
Dude, Salvo's laughing to the bank right now with this, though. It's so funny. I'm confused why Adam McIntyre is there. How interesting. Dude, Prism is getting his fucking licks in. Look at this, man. Holy shit. Retard group chat meetup. Oh my god. How interesting. All those same people were seemingly against me, or had not nice things to say about me.
Not Prism.
Dude, Prism just comes in, rubbing his hands together. Interesting. Dude, you're gonna see Mr. Sen in here too. Okay, who else do we got? I'm a starving child. I'm a starving child, starving to death, and this is literally the last thing I have ever read. Goodbye. Okay. Dude, I kind of just want to keep seeing this. This is such an interesting play. God. I just want to see this like pan out in real time. There's so many replies here of people shitting on him. Can I see the quote tweets?
Let's look at the quote tweets.
Man. Let me see. Keep going, Dogpack. You'll dig yourself out eventually. Tanasana. Nick is quote tweeting him. Your mouth is writing a check. You're not intelligent enough to cash, and you're all out of Mr. Beast bucks. We're excited. Yeah, like the VR set. Mr. Beast bucks and a crack pipe. Man, I genuinely can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Dogpack44 promoting Salvo's commentary chat leaks. Yeah, there's no way in hell they'd let this guy, the Mr. Beast media team, just stop. Now, this is the crash out I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Of all the outcomes that were possible, this one is the funniest. Dude, I'm just kind of stun locked here. Dude, he's Dogpack, who is spearheading one of the biggest allegations that we've seen in years against the biggest YouTuber in the world has just promoted 300 sub Salvo to shit on the commentary community.
Bruh.
Just put that in perspective, man. What the fuck is happening? Don't understand. Adam McIntyre is coming into this too, a T channel. Yeah, Salvo did win. Don't understand how Dogpack is using this group chat as a gotcha when even I was added into it. LMFAO, everyone got added to this whether or not they wanted to or not, engaged in it or not. Spawn Diddled says we're reaching unseen tiers of retardation here.
Yeah.
You suck. Jesus Christ, he's having a mental breakdown. I got to make a video quick or else can't be contrarian. He never lies. He states facts. This fucking guy. You're just coping at this point. Like, there is like no one on his sides. Everybody's shitting on him here. But you can't just admit that you're an idiot. How are you been lobotomized yet? Grasping at straws, I see. I pretty much remain silent, but holy shit, he's really digging deep for his sources on this one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's trying to discredit everyone who's giving him shit now. That's obviously the play, right?
Bruh.
All right, there we go, though. I honestly, as much as I would like to keep reading these like replies and quote tweets, we kind of just have to wait for this to play out.
The last portion of this video is him finishing watching Rosanna Pansino, and honestly, I don't want to see it. I mean, we already know what's going on with that. I'd rather not have to censor even more with that because of how much shit is in that video. But anyway, YouTube, that is the full... This is the finale for the Mr. Beast video live stream. Please like it if you like it. Please dislike it if you dislike it. I will make a full cohesive video on this stuff in the next couple of days. It's going to take me some time, so I'm going to have to do commentary style editing and stuff like that. So please keep that in mind. We are switching over to Twitch for the Monster Hunter Wilds open beta, twitch.tv/GoreMagalaGirl. If you have not been over there, you should come give it a go. Say hi to the chat. It will be recorded for YouTube, so you'll still have something to watch. In the meantime, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.